Greetings, students, and welcome back to Chapter 7, Keywords and Concepts. So now we're learning about language. So the lexicon of a language are the given words of a language. It's the vocabulary. All the words that I am saying now are part of the English lexicon. Then we go into parts of language. We have a phoneme. So these are sounds like that kind of thing. It's a basic sound unit of a given language. Phonemes are combined to form morphemes, which are the smallest units of language that can convey some sort of meaning. So I is both a phoneme and a morpheme. Another example of a morpheme would be me, her, that kind of thing, like really short words. Semantics. Please don't misuse this word. People do it a lot and it's very frustrating. Semantics. This is the process by which we derive meaning from morphemes in words. So when people are arguing over the definition of a word, you go, that's just semantics. Yeah, that's the whole purpose of semantics. We have to have those conversations so that we can derive meaning from our language. And then finally, syntax. This is how words are organized into sentences. So, you know who's really bad syntax? And this is a really good way for you to learn this? Yoda. So when Yoda puts things out of order, it sounds a little weird. Like, it's okay because it's Yoda and he can get away with it. But syntax, right? So listen to Yoda. He's not using correct syntax. That's why he sounds different. All right, moving on. Kind of getting into how our brain works a little bit more and the weird stuff it does, because, man, our brains do weird things. So let's talk about mental sets. And this is where you persist in approaching a problem in a way that has worked in the past, but is no longer working. So, do you have any friends that keep trying to solve the same problem the same way and it never works? That's a mental set, right? They're like, all of my life will be fine as soon as I get a good boyfriend. And you're like, no, that's not it. You know, that kind of thing. Mental set. It can apply to lots and lots of things, though. Literally, parking or anything. Literally anything where you just keep using the same approach, even though maybe something better would be a good idea. And this gets a little bit into functional fixedness. A lot of people who have really strict mental sets have problems with this. And this is where you literally cannot perceive an object being used for something other than what it was designed for. Okay, so that would be something like not understanding that a hair tie is still just a rubber band and you could use it to tie together anything. Right? That person would have difficulties with that. They'd be like, no, it only goes in hair. And you're like, but who cares? It's an elastic band. It can do whatever. Functional fixedness. Some more bias. And yes, I know we learned about confirmation bias before, but there's a reason it's on here twice. It's really important and very prevalent. So confirmation bias is the tendency to focus on information that confirms your existing beliefs. So you believe something is bad. You go out and you research that it is bad. You only look at the information that confirms that it is bad and you ignore information showing that maybe it's good. Okay, that's confirmation bias. That's slightly different than hindsight bias. Hindsight bias basically says, it happened, this event just happened, this experience just occurred, and it was 1,000% predictable, even though it really wasn't. Like, oh, of course this was going to happen today. It always happens on Tuesdays. Of course not. That's not how the world works, right? But we want to assign meaning to things. Our brain really wants to assign meaning to things. And hindsight bias is one of the ways that we do that. All right, I'll see you in the next video.